Good morning, everybody. I woke up this morning in my early morning blessings and in my early morning miracles. And as I pause, I think about my conversation with the Lord that I don't want to forget. I talk to Him all day. It makes me versatile. I know some of you do the same thing. See, the thing about it is when you get up and you understand that you have a purpose and a reason, then you'll get up in the middle of the night and you can't sleep and it'll scare you and make you think something is wrong, somebody's gonna pass away, until you get comfortable knowing that it's a time to still away and talk to the Lord. I do that too. And I don't do it on a routine or what somebody else say. I do it the way it fits me. See, they made that Bible and taught us how to do things, and our ancestors taught us how to do things. So we really became repetitious with it, where we didn't change anything, and if anything changed, we were caught out of order. So today, it takes something different than it took back then. It just needs to be added. It doesn't take away. It just needs to be improved. You can't expect the same results if you're not doing the same thing. But my thing is, when I think about strolling on Facebook, one thing I know I do, I get on and I write. But I write what the Lord gives me, how He makes me tell on myself, how He gives me things to say out of some place that I don't even really understand. But I do it out of obedience because it's better than my sacrifice. So the backlash and everything, sometimes I get, I'm human. I be saying, well, golly, I'm not writing for nobody, I'm writing for me. But then this is what He gave me today. He said, back from the knowledge that you know, I had disciples and I sent them out to do and tell and say and help, and testify and witness and all the things that we know and heard that we needed to do as what disciples were. And according to the word, everyone was prim and proper in their ways, in their servanthood. And then when you read in the Bible, you hear all different things. As I said before, when you hear languages, check out languages and know what was meant by things. As many times as we had a chance to read the real word, as they say, they have these books stored in different places that's being put on the book, on Facebook, on these missing books of the Bible. And I'm using that to say, don't get it twisted. People get all bent out of shape about cussing when I never cussed in my life. I never drank in my life. I never smoked in my life. There's a whole lot of things you ain't done in your life yet, and maybe you won't do. But the things that you have done, I guarantee you, He still uses people. See, we look at people for who they are and not for what the Lord is using them for, because that's not our job. So when the Lord uses you, and you somebody that's living off the streets, not like, even if you are homeless, even if you are products on the streets. Even if you are doing the things that you do that normal people who call themselves saved, superior, wouldn't do. He will still use you, regardless if you love him or not. Sometimes a lot of things are done against our will to ourselves. But when his will is done, it's done. So be careful who you entertain, because that may be the angel that's been sent to help you. And people get crazy. I've been posting different things because if you don't know how to fight, when you go into war, they teach you how to load the gun. They teach you what armors to bear. They tell you put on a protective vest now and helmets and all kind of things. Same thing in this spiritual war we have to do. But one thing about it, y'all want to put wings on people and gird their mouth up before they can even fight. You tell them it's good to get slapped on both sides. Don't fight. What kind of army do the Lord have? The weak link where we like behind him like a puppy, like let the Lord fight all our battles. He will fight all our battles, but what's the sense of him making us? I really don't want, I call on him enough. But sometimes there's some battles that's got to be fought. And it's got to be fought the way that the world is going. It can't be fought the way it used to be or the way sometimes we're told, because you got to reach one anyway and by any means necessary. You know, you get these disciples that come out, and I've been reading. It's a lot of people, young and old, that's on these different medias and on these different sites, and they're spitting the word of the Lord out, and they're spitting it out differently, and they're spitting it out some true, some not. The words say that there were going to be truth in a lie, and there's going to be a lie in the truth when it's told by the wrong person. But sometimes that is the job of the puzzle. That is why he put us here, to figure that out. He said he spoke in parables, and we go around with everything and believe in everything at face value. You know, every time I thought I love the Lord, now I'm all hyped and everything, somebody come out with something to try to cheer me and make me think, oh, he don't really exist. Oh, you see all kind of things. But we need to know these things. Because if you believe in just one thing without testing it, the spirit, testing the word to know where it come from and if it's of God. But if we don't do that, then we're going to be stuck on following suit. So when I hear these disciples, as I call them, the new disciples, on here spitting it out, telling us, look here, y'all better get ready, and they ain't hitting us with these thousand how comes. You know why? Because that was made in England. And if you listen to TV over in England, how they serve it, even in culture, in race over in England, in London, it's different. So prim and proper fits them. Refined in culture fits them. In America, even though it's brought here to fit us, it slipped through the cracks in some places where you can't be that in all thy ways. You acknowledge him and say, whatever you do, talk about me and tell it like it is. You over here want me to be prim and proper, drink tea and talk crumpets and all that stuff. And sit on the loom or the donk. Figure out what those words are. But I tell you what, one thing about the Lord, he will not make us ignorant. If you open up your mind and know that these are people that sent out to wake you up, to make you listen, to divide the word of truth that you hear in there. And don't be ashamed of it. Don't be scared to listen to what somebody say because they cussing and telling you about the Lord, or telling you something about the government. He told us to render unto Caesar. Caesar is messing us up right now. And like people are saying, we're not listening. We rather know what's going on with P. Diddy, Jay-Z, housewives of any state and city, the basketball game, Super Bowl, our hair, nails, everything done big, new clothes. So what? We come from different eras. And I keep saying that. I come from a different era. The way we do things. These faster generations may be smarter, but weak is weak is weak, as it said they are. So they taking the jump, boom, while we holding back, talk about some hold, ride slow. No, not for them. So they put it out there like boom, boom, bam. Y'all better know who he is and know who I am. That's who he is, who I am. But nope, we want the good preachers to come on and bamboozle us and tell us this, that, and that. And then if you get a chance, go out and read the book that says how to be a preacher and how to swing the church in 30 days. But that's for the saved. But we won't tell that because he's a just God and he's just enough to forgive us. Yeah, but he tell you, don't be ignorant. Don't cast your pearls amongst the swine. Don't give your goods up. Don't be stupid. Come on now. Golly. If the fight's going to fight, how many is really on his side? Be careful. Because all disciples come in all shape, form, size, colors, and whatever. And they're going to say what they're going to say. And you're going to have to tell if it's of the Lord. Then people say, oh, don't listen to that. Don't listen to what they say. Only listen to what the Lord say in the Bible. Check who wrote it. Check. We know what the Bible says if you take those Bible verses and compare and do as it said in bits and pieces, to study to show thy own self approved, that a workman be not ashamed to rightly divide the word of truth. Okay, yeah. And don't you think that the devil don't know the word too? And there's a lot of devil in out of us. A lot of us. As I always say, where is the enemy? In of me. Right here. Starts here. Everything that goes and happens and everything starts right here. So as I woke up this morning with my early morning miracles, I was blessed to have all my limbs. I was blessed to have, I got a new puppy. My mom is still, I haven't heard any bad news, no bad calls at this time of morning. This is a good morning. And I'm blessed. Drinking my coffee, like I said, and just thinking about how I used to want to bash people because they didn't believe in the Lord. But now I understand and I give props to them because they've got to know him for themselves. They got to believe him for themselves. And even if they don't, they have the right to say it just like we do. Anybody. But understand, it's up to you to understand it because it's going to be a lot of trickery. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to really convince you that he ain't who he is. Then it's going to be something that's going to try to convince you that he is who he is. It's on you. And remember, where you live, what you do while you're here, depends on how you respond. If y'all don't do nothing about what's going on around us and in your country and your city and your state, yeah, you better pack up then. You better start getting some water. You better start getting some food. You better start saving up something because when they pull it from all up under our feet, we ain't going to have nothing. We're going to go back to where they want us to go, to the log cabins and everything that was already free like water and light and gas. They took it and make us pay for it. Yeah, I don't get that. It's going to make you go to school and take school from day two. Come and take and give and take all day. And then people say, "Oh, that's the Lord. The Lord sent him to do that to us." No, he gave us a choice. When he went down there, he didn't tell him. He just told him, "Hey, all of us got a job. Why be mad at his? Why try to question the Lord on what Satan's job was? He did his will. He got kicked out to do it. Now, do you want to be kicked out too? Check it out. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of people talking about it. Catch on, but catch the right on. Because there's a lot of trickery going around here, a lot of brainwash going on around here. And I'm not going to be the one starting it, but I don't want to be the one in it. I'm going to hold fast to the confession of my faith. Even though every day, somebody's coming with something that makes me go and study some more and look some more and understand some more. And yet I'm going to still be Fifi. I'm going to tell you, never underestimate a person. I love the Lord, but you can't slap me. I love the Lord, but you can't step on my toe. I love the Lord. And you know what? If you don't disrespect me, I won't disrespect you. That's just being straight up. I'm a warrior. I'm a conqueror. And I'm not just going to lay dead and play that to be saved is to be as humble pie, be slapped in the eye. Not this one. I'm a fighter for Christ. I'm a follower of his until I learn and know better. I'm going to stick to what I know. And if it changes, then you'll know that I'll know that too. But don't underestimate anybody. So if you hear me cuss and fuss, trust and believe. I still know who I trust. And I'm going to still do what I do. And I ain't going to make y'all think when y'all see me I'm fake. I'm going to be the same person I am right now. I write about him. I write about my downfalls and my conquers and all the things that I go through or the things that he wants me to write to tell y'all, because that's my type of discipleship. I do that out in the hedges and highways too. But this new technology, this new platform to let us get on a site and tell it reaches the millions. So use your gift. Everybody is a disciple if you want to tell it. Time to stop being ashamed because the time is now. Time to stop being scared because the time is now. Time to tell somebody else because the time is now. It ain't always about you. It's about us. See, and if you on the right team, ain't no I in it. And I want to be a soldier that I am, trying to grow stronger to get where I want to go. I'm a person who says I'm walking up. I'm going to be one of those caught ups, and that's what I believe. So I'm just that nosy, as I said before. So early morning miracles is to get over the hump today, y'all. Get you a cup of coffee. Sit back and think about it. What do he want you to say? What do he want you to text? What do he want you to write? And do it in the decency and order that he put him for. And then if you can't make it stand, he'll do the push. You just be ready to kick them in their butt with the truth. Have a good day, y'all. 28 minutes. I almost done some timing on here. But I just wanted to say that. Here's to the ones who ain't scared to tell the truth. It ain't no more privacy no more. So y'all can get over that. I keep my privacy, my business. Well, you keep doing that, okay? I'll holler. Peace out.